Hello everyone, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel and welcome to Tassel Tuesday. So this is the collab that I've been doing every week that is hosted by Jovi from Creating with Jovi, and all the participants will be linked below. So this week I am working with the fibers that I had showed you in a previous video that I had picked up at G&S Mueller Designs. And so I already made one. I want to see how it would come out, and I have another one here with the first little pack of fibers that I showed you, which was the pink dolphin. So this is the first one, and I made a little, last week I made smaller tassels, and I wanted to do the same thing this week. So I made this one out of all the fibers. There's, I think, 2 of each one of those fibers that was in the pink dolphins. And so here they are. You can get a better look at them now that they're off of the cardboard that they came on, out of the little package. So here's the white. This one had the, not white, but gray with gold kind of string wrapped around the yarn. It's a yarn. This is the ribbon. Almost like a rainbow of colors there. Pink and gold and grays. Has some sparkle in there. Sparkly blue. This is another one that was a grayish with little kind of, nice texture. This is, let's see, this is the one I already showed. No, I didn't show you this one. This one's like a twirly one. It has another little string going through it, and it's a yarn. And then there's a pink, pretty pink eyelash trim. I think that's everything in here. Oh, the little ladder. This has a little pink ladder yarn too, right here. That one. Okay, so that's all of the different fibers in here. I put 2 of each one, and they're folded over, so it makes it nice and even though it's small, still quite fluffy. So and on the ends of the yarns, the twirly ones, like this one, this twirly gray one, and the other one with the gold, on the ends of those I tied a knot. And I remembered that Crystal, see, I was inspired by Crystal to buy these, and go over and check out G&S Mueller Designs fibers. But when she made her tassels, I remembered when Crystal made hers, she said that she felt like the ends of the yarn were coming untwisted. Like these ones that are twisted. There's only 2 here, but this one and the one with the gold. And I could see what she was talking about, so I just tied a knot in the end. So if, like, these are going to end up in my shop, so if you get this and you say, why are there knots, that's why there's knots in the end of those, so they don't come undone. And it makes a little fluffy tail there on the end, which I think is quite cute, and plus it adds a little kind of fluffiness to, not much, but a little, fluffiness to the tassel. So yeah, I got it all together, and we're going to put one together here, but I just wanted to show you this one. I added a little, it's like a kind of a thick cardstock, but not real thick piece that came on the package when I got the package from this Etsy shop. And so I took it and made it like a little charm out of it and hung it right here. I thought that was super pretty, like a little tag. And I tied a little bow here with some of the ribbon that was in this package, and added a little, it's a little note, loose leaf ring that comes open. And then you can attach it to something with that. And I did tie a little bow here. Did I already say that? Made a little kind of tiny or small puff top there, or the little part on the top, so it's gathered around there. And so that one is done. So we're going to put this over to the side. I have some extra little pieces that are cut-offs. Those are my little cut-offs. I have a butterfly here I was thinking about using, but I don't think I'm going to end up using that. And so let me just get this other fibers up here so you can see. So this is the rest of the fibers from that card, except for a couple pieces here that are shorter than these. This one's not that much shorter. I could use this one in here. And I have, these are, let's see, that one's a little bit shorter too. That's pretty. That's the same as the other one. And then here's some of this one. Now this is a yarny one, but this one I didn't knot at the ends because I didn't feel like it was coming untwisted. So there's that one. And this is the one that I felt like was getting, like this gold one with the, you see how it's kind of wraps around itself. That one I felt like it was going to come unwound. So I did put knots in the bottom of that one. So we're going to get this one together. So what I did with the other one was take a piece of the ribbon here and just make a little bow at the top. Let's see. Let's go ahead and use this pretty ribbon. So I put it right in the middle here and just kind of brought it up together, you know, like I do with my others that I make. Made sure everything's even and then just tied a double knot. I already tied the knots in the bottom of these yarns also as I was getting it together. So whatever knots I needed to tie in the yarns that I felt like might come unraveled, I already did that. So I don't have to worry about that. And I think it looks pretty too, you know. So that is a double knot. And then on that one, I tied a little bow. And in this one, I used a little thank you piece, some of the little thank you pieces that Stephanie sent in my package from her Etsy shop. She sent some little free pieces, you know, as a thank you, I guess. And so I used those in this, or one or two of those in this tassel. So this one is a little different than the other one. So these won't be listed in the same listing when I do list these in my shop because they're different. You know, they're not exactly the same fibers. So I'm going to leave it like that for a second, and then we're going to make our little puff top or whatever, you know, little gathered part at the top. So I'm going to use my leftover little fibers here on this one. So I think I will use, let's use one of these first and make a wrap around, and we might use another one. We'll see. I'm not sure. So I'm just going to, let's see. I'm thinking this is the front. It doesn't really matter, but I don't know. This is where I tied the bow and ended it with the little pieces here in the front. So I'm going to say this is the front. So I'm going to tie this around for our puff top. And I don't know if it'll be a puff top or just gathered here, but we'll see how it ends up. So I'm going to, let's see. Probably figure if I want to wrap it around a couple times if I have enough for that. I just don't want this. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and tie a knot here because I need to go ahead and see what I'm doing here. If I need to pull any of these tighter or what. And bring it up a little bit. I don't want it to be too low here. I want it to be a tiny little topper piece here. And I want to, sometimes this part gets a little fiddly because you want to get it, you know, you want to get it just right. And I used a piece of the fluffy yarn in this one. That was some of the extra, the free pieces. So this one has a little fluffy part. I see it ended up at the top here. That's funny. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this around the back too. I think I'll wrap it around a couple times. That's sometimes pretty if you just wrap it around a couple times. Then you have like a little, you know, it's another little piece of decoration on your, when you have a little kind of something wrapped around here. So, okay, so that's the front. This is the back. I'm going to go ahead and tie a knot back here with this double knot or a triple knot. We'll see. I just want to make sure before I tie the final knot that this is all pulled down here the way I want it and it's hanging the way I want it. I think it is. If I have to trim anything off, I will. That one's a little long. I might trim that one off. So I think we're good though. Let's pull that a little bit. Maybe that'll do the trick. Maybe I won't have to. Yeah, that did do the trick. Okay. Okay, now we're ready to tie. Pull it tight. Tie another knot. We'll have that all tied off. And then I like to tie it like on that one. I think I tied like a triple knot. I just want to make sure it didn't come undone. But you don't want to make it too bulky back here either. So I think that's good. I think I tied either 2 or 3 already. So I'm going to cut this. Let's see. Let me see what it looks like hanging down. It depends on what it looks like hanging down as to whether I cut that off. And see, it's not really blending in. So I think I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. Let me see. I don't know. I think I'm going to leave it. I'm afraid to cut it off, actually. Because I don't want it to, like if the person gets this, decides to tie it different or something. because it does blend in a little bit. See, here's what it looks like in the back. So it's not like it's sticking out too much. Or you could tie a little bow on this too, these two pieces right here. You could tie a little bow back here. You can cut them off. You know, whoever gets this will have options. And then here's the front so far. So now I'm going to put in our little loose leaf ring. So let's, on that one, I just slipped it through like this. I just found that to be easier than putting it in ahead of time and then tying around it. So I just slipped it through the little loop here. It was really easy on that one. Yeah, there we go. And then you have a little thing to hang it by. Oh, wait a minute. That went in the wrong hole there. Let me try that again. Let me try that. Okay, is it right? Oh, it is right. Okay. So it looked like it was going in the wrong direction or something. Okay, it's all right. It's all right. Okay, so just snap it together. And this is coming untied a little bit. So let's pull that tight now and get these the length we want them. You know how I have to mess with my bows. Okay, is it right? I think so. I just want it to be tight so it's not going to come undone. Okay, it's tight as it's going to be as far as, there we go. See, it's not going to come undone unless you pull on it. It's a bow. So this one's a little bit too long. I'm going to cut this right here so it's even with this side. I'm just going to snip it off here. Let's see how I want it. Let's cut it this way at a little angle. Try to get it the same as the other as far as length. Okay, there we go. That looks good. Okay, so that part is done. Now our little charm with this piece, this was just a solid piece and I used my crocodile to punch a tiny hole there. So we're going to hang this one there. And all I did to do that was, let's see if I have a little string here. I just used a little string. So like this right here, is this long enough? Let me see if I have a longer piece here. This is actually probably the better length. Well, no, these are all short, aren't they? Hold on. I want it, okay, this is probably the longest piece here out of my little scraps that will fit through the hole. So let's go ahead and try it. So all I did for this was just put a little piece of string, and this is eyelash trim, so it's a little bit harder to get through this little hole here, but we'll manage. It'll come through, I think. Okay, there we go, yeah. So all I do is, yeah, just put the little string through the hole and then tie it around. Oh, okay, what I did, yeah, that's what I did first on the other one. I just tied it around like that, but it didn't hang right. So then I just took it and tied it this way. I tied a little, tied it down like that so that this was kind of, see how it is. I just tied probably need a double knot. See, I don't know if this is going to be long enough, but we'll see. If it's not long enough, we'll have to use another piece, but tie a double knot so that doesn't come undone. Okay, kind of experimenting with this. Okay, see, I think these are really pretty, these little, and they were just, originally, I think they were stickers, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure what they were, but I think they're really cute, whatever they were. They came in my package, and now I'm using them. I think they match with the pinks and the different colors on them. So then I'm just taking these and tying them in like a double knot in the back here. I want them to hang. So I'll tie a knot. One knot, you know, our first knot. Eyelash is a little fiddly because you're trying to deal with all these little fibers hanging off when you're tying a knot, but so you're trying to, you know, make sure you have a hold of the right thing. If you've ever tried to tie a knot with eyelash trim, you know what I'm talking about. So, okay, there we go. I think I got all the eyelashes through there. So funny. Okay, so that is the first knot. We're going to tie another one, but I want to see how it's hanging here. So it's hanging a little tight, so I'm going to pull on it a little bit. because I don't want it to be like flipping up or anything. See, I want it to be, I want it to hang. See, this one is just hanging. Yep. So this one's just hanging now. I think that's loose enough. Let me see. Let me pull on a little bit more. There we go. I think that's good. See, it's kind of laying down, but it's hanging. Okay, let's see how much we have left here in the back now that I pulled on it. Not very much, but I think I have enough to tie another knot. Just enough to tie another knot, so we have a double knot back here. So this will not come loose. Just I'm dealing with the eyelash trim again. So let me get it all through here. All of the little eyelashes. I think I did it. Yes, I did. Okay, so that is going to, you can cut that off or let it hang too. I'm going to let it hang just so that it doesn't come undone. You know what I mean? If I cut it off, for sure it'll come undone, right? Okay, so that is the second one, and that is done. So nice and fluffy again. So cute. Okay, let me get all this extra stuff out of the way, and we'll look at our two pretty tassels with my new fibers. I just wanted something different, you know? I wanted to work with something different. That's why I got these new fibers. I just wanted something different for a little while here. And, you know, there we go. Let me get these in order so we can see what it looks like. So aren't they pretty? I hope you can see them well. Let me hold this one up so you can see the colors. Aren't they pretty? Very pretty on that one. And I made them a little shorter, not super long, but not super short either, are they? Got the little tag as a charm. I think that's a good idea and cute. And the actual length of these, are they the same size? Pretty much. This might be a little ½ inch longer over here, but I was kind of using up my, you know, that package. So I'm just going to measure from the top of the tassel, not the little ring. The top of the tassel, this one's about 8 inches, and this one from the top of this, let's see, top of the bow, yeah, 8 inches. Top of the bow, 7.5 inches. Yeah, that one's ½ inch shorter. But that was super fun. I liked working with the new fiber. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this week, and be sure to check out everyone. Everyone has such wonderful tassels every week. Everybody does them different, and it's so fun to get different ideas. So thanks for watching. See you next time, and in my next video. Happy crafting. Have a good day, everybody.